Hey guys, it's Lucid, and we are back with Bogarus. There is a chance that some of the previous episodes are missing. Um, if they are, I may go back and re-upload them or something. But yeah, it's been a while since I've recorded. Basically, almost a month, actually. And the game hasn't moved along very long. This has been happening during the Clockwork Bot Discord crisis, where all of us have been put on, what should we call it? Very restricted gaming diets with regards to Dominions. So this game probably had, and I'm only in 2 games, and this game probably had 2 or 3 turns in the past month and a half. It's not very fast. It's not very fast. Part of it is this game was on like a weird server that had way more issues than other servers, even though all the servers had a lot of issues. The other thing was we're starting to get in the late game, people dragging their feet. Okay. So there's some interesting... Sorry. Some interesting things happen this turn. We got Disease Demon. It's a pretty good one. We got a mage with 5 gems. Definitely a good trade. It's gonna be kind of annoying to fight into. I'm not super worried about it. It actually may be kind of interesting. I'm actually okay. We're gonna get into the turn. We're gonna go in detour real quick. I'm trying to get part of it, guys. I'm trying to. That's why I actually turned on the recording. I was like, I need to get back into this game, and talking with y'all is sometimes it makes it more fun. So we're gonna try to get back into it. But I want to test one thing. I'm wondering, there's a lot of parts of our nation coming online now, and I'm wondering, like imagining a true Doom stack, like a Doom stack where we're really bringing like reasonably high commitment stuff. And one thing I'm wondering is like, how well do Bogarus mages do against assassins? And the answer is probably not great, but we're going to test it. So let's do Zabalba and Bogarus. And I have an idea for the kit, but we're going to just tinker around with that. And then we're going to show you the turn. There's nothing super exciting in the turn, guys. It's a lot of micro. This is going to get us hyped up a little bit about the turn. All right. So... I don't know why I've got a cough. All right, let's spam out. So our army's mostly going to be made up of these guys. I think I have improved casting AI mod on. That's going to be important for this. Yeah, okay, I do. It's like, okay, we're going to spam these guys out, and I'm going to make a lot of these things. And then on Zabalba, we're going to make a bunch of debug senseis too, because we're going to need to call Disease Demon and stuff. So the kit I'm thinking about, and it needs to be pretty cheap, we can't do a lot, is a Demon Bane. Is obviously going to help if we hit them. And then they probably need some kind of armor. And so while it's going to be hard for us to do now, I think this is by far and away the most budget armor. Going to give us some head protection. And... if I did anything else, anything at all, the problem, I think it would have to be this. And it's going to give a bit of poison resistance, which would just be nice to have. And it's going to give luck. And it costs nature instead of pearls, which is really good, because pearls, basically nature, are half the cost of pearls for us. So, I think like that. And I think that, I mean, that is a kit that I could potentially put on like 10 mages. But let's see how it does. Oh, okay, we'll send a few of you guys over here first in the testing grounds. All right, and then lab. All right. Now let's pull you back. I've got heroic abilities. That ain't cool. All right. Okay, so wait, we actually only want one person here. And this will be the kit. Can this guy survive an assassination? And he needs to have it for more than one turn. That's why I hit in turn. I think he will, but I'm not sure. So we're going to try sending different assassins at him and see how hard it is to kill. Infernal Disease. Where are you? How do we do? Do y'all think we survive? I kind of think we do, actually. Not very well. Nope. We can't hit anything. We have 8 attack skill. He's got 12 defense. Now that's not promising. Alright, what would also be cheap? I think the Demon Bane... The important part about the Demon Bane is it's going to allow me to survive flames from the sky. Which, as we get into Doomstack territory, is pretty important. And our guys are actually kind of special because they have built-in cold resistance. So the bonus HP the Demon Blade's going to give them too, combined with the cold resistance, will also make them pretty immune to Murdering Winter. So it's going to be really clutch in that case. The problem, though, is what do I put on them for the rest of the stuff? I don't want to do more than 3 items. So we'll try the Lion Pelt again. The Lion Pelt's going to be hard for me to forge. I don't really have the Nature Earth Cross Path. I can get it on some of my mages, which is something else we're going to talk about for this turn. But... okay, let's take a look. We've got... what do I need? Let's just try it with a Burning Pearl. I mean, we could also throw in a Ring of the Warrior. It's like, once you have this, you might as well put the fucking luck item on them too, right? I mean, this would be a pretty cheap kit. This is 3... I say that. No, it's... well, we have the discount site, so this is going to be 2. I think this is also going to be 2. And then 2. So it's 6 gems for this part of the kit, and then 5 blood slaves. Or this probably can get a discount too, so 4. We wouldn't use a hammer on that. That's a pretty cheap kit. Let's see if this works. I'm pretty sure it will work if we put a luck hat on him. We did get diseased. We did Leeching Touch. That's not actually that bad. Let's try it like 3 times and see how he holds up. Now, he has disease, so he's going to, you know, eventually die. But disease isn't, for the purpose, you know, the value of the mage in gold is not terribly high. The value of the mage is... so, like, if he dies eventually, it doesn't matter. But I need him to live for the fight, which disease isn't going to have too much of a say about. So, I think that's fine. Let's see how he does here. Alright, so this killed him. Was he significantly weakened ahead of time? No, not really. Chest wound and battle fright. I wonder if he ran. Oh no, he just yeets him right in the face. Let's take a look at the damage rolls here. Touch of Leprosy for 14. Morale negated, repel, attacker damaged, ethereal negated, damaged, attack roll versus defense. So he hit, and he had a huge damage roll here, 19. But didn't kill us. And then hit us again for chip damage, and that killed us. Yeah. I mean, he survived this other previous one. The thing is, and the reason I'm testing for skeletons, normally I don't really care about losing this. let's go back. Let's go back to the game. I don't necessarily care about, like, if he wants to spend a Blood 5 mage's turn, and he wants to spend and he wants to spend, what is it, 9 slaves or something? Let's take a look. Maybe it's cheaper than that. Yeah, 5 slaves for 100 gold mage. That's like 20 gold a blood slave. That's not horrible, but it's not great. And when you factor in that it's taking up that mage turn, it's not great. To kill a 100 gold mage. Like, I don't love doing that trade, but I have a way bigger economy than him. I can do that trade with him all day long. The issue is, though, when I'm trying to bring mages for an important fight, I don't want him to kill an important one. And furthermore, when I'm bringing a huge doom stack, I want the mages as much as possible to be protected from remotes. And that kit accomplishes that. So yeah, I think that's a pretty viable strategy here. I'll have to take a gander. But let's go through the turn. So we summoned a bunch of Firebirds. We cast Horde from Hell. We got this cast on us. We're wishing for gems. We yoink this, and we accidentally target the same province with Hars. I'm going to chalk that up to being tired. We finally killed this goddamn throne. And we have there's a major mistake I made here, which is, I don't know, at the past couple turns I've been a little out of it. We don't have an Earth 2 mage anywhere close. Not one that I can find. I don't know how. Because I know I had checked for this before. And the only logical answer is that I had checked, and I'm sure we had an Earth mage here at some point. He must have, like, I actually kind of want to drive this to ground. Let's take a look at, like, turn 49 or something. Like, didn't I have a guy here when I was checking? This probably is when I was checking. Maybe I looked at that guy and was like, oh, he's Earth 2. So I didn't have one. Had a guy here, I'm getting more. I don't know what kind of drugs I was on, guys. I don't have an Earth 2. And the problem, I was actually trying to clear this throne so that I could have it in case... Not have it. So that we could get it locked down with a Magic Phase fort. And we kind of messed up there, boys. We don't have anybody to Magic Phase fort it. There's yin and yang to this. The good thing about that is that we're going to have Blood 8 next turn, which means I can do 3 red seconds instead of Wizard Tower, which I would rather do. I think which is kind of funny when you think about it, because it's basically 3 times as expensive in Blood Slaves, so it's really like a rate of 3 to 1. But I don't know. I feel like that's worth it, I think. So, what I'm doing, we've got a decent amount of PD here. I'm Magic Phase moving in 2 Astropalagists who are going to do Astropalagist things. I might also send in some Demon Locusts, and that will kill like a Golem if he sends it. I think that's what I'm going to do. Send in some Demon Locusts too. And where are the Locusts? 5? Yeah, we'll be able to get up to 5. I'm gonna have to pull some gear off people. But that's not the thing. And this is like a little excessive, but this is one of the failure modes where we just outright lose the game. So we're gonna try to not be overly cheap about it since we fucked up. So we're going to have basically 4 air elementals, some PD, and a locust swarm. And locust will kill golems, which is like the main magic phase attack I'd be worried about him using here. So anyway, that will be fine. And then what else happened this turn, though? We did those horrors. We had those attacks. There were a few battles. Here, he raids us. He's got a little white hag here. We're actually going to send Horde from Hell. Let's see if we can kill this Gaija this turn. Got hit here by some hoplites. We bounced here off Arco's cap because the horrors didn't kill it. And yeah, we've got some barbs running around over here that got killed. And then okay, so this is what happened. This is kind of the most important fight of the turn. Is Arco hits this barb province, which I wasn't thinking he was going to do. Because we actually, with all the bot issues, we had a rollback, and there was no way to, like, recover it or have everybody do the same turn. It just wasn't going to happen. So we're like, all right, guys, it's a rollback. Everybody knows what you would have done if you did the previous turn. So that sucks, but that's the world we live in. So live with it. And, yeah, anyway, he didn't do this the previous turn, but he went and did it this turn. We ended up bumping him. And I think I did do this move the previous turn, but I think I switched up my scripting or something. We get fucking wrecked here. Fucking wrecked. And I've talked to TNC. They are going to basically be coming in and going for the cap. So I think what I'm going to do this turn from like the Send Horror perspective is we're going to try to take this province, and we're probably going to do some raiding out here. And we're going to let this come back home. I'm going to let TNC kill some of this stuff. He's going to have to work a little bit for the cap. I don't want him to have to work too hard, because Vaettiheim will knife him and try to take, you know, take his throne. But I assume he has enough to cover both of these. For events, let's actually finish one thing at a time, Lucid, before we start talking about what we're going to do. Oh, also, he took this fort, which was real nice. He lost some dudes, which kind of sucks. I actually don't know how that happened. I'm assuming it was just wall defenders. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Let's see what his mages did on Arco's side real quick, see if there actually was anything. He could have done magic duel. Yeah. Yeah, so he killed one of the guys with magic duel. Pretty good use of a pearl there. But anyway, TNC took that. That's actually really important for us because we really do want TNC to come in here and finish off Arco pretty quickly. And Grippa and I had been talking, like, maybe we need to do it. The thing is, if we do it, I probably would give it to TNC, but I don't know. That's like really charity. Having to fight Arco's Doomstack and then giving it to TNC, that would feel pretty bad, man. But they've been a good ally, except for the fact where they failed some military operations they're supposed to succeed in. So, I don't, and this was certainly promised to them as part of the war. So I would do it, but I don't want to have to fight. I mean, this is going to be a scary fucking army, and I don't really want to have to fight it to kill. I don't really want to have to fight this stack just to give this over to TNC. But I do want TNC to take it, and I do want them to take it without suffering any losses. And I do want them to take it without Vaettiheim being able to somehow turn this into an advantage. So that's that. For events, which is my favorite part of every turn now, we got an assassination attempt. Kind of sucks. We got some blood slaves. We got some income. We got 300 gold. We got 5 earth gems. if it says Bogarus or Godhaven, these are our Firebird events. So Firebird event, Firebird event, Firebird event, that puts us at 9 total. And 1,000 gold. So, not bad. Not bad at all. And also, we got our Death Mage back, which is awesome, because now we can do a Skull Staff. And the Skull Staff is going to be part of our recipe for doing Curse of Blood. How are we actually going to do that? We need to be Death 4. I wonder if we go like this. We'll have to take a look at research priorities, but yeah, how are we going to do that? Death 4. With the Skull Staff and the Ring of Wizardry, we're only going to be up to 3. Not really sure. Not sure how we pull that off. Where's our god? It could be we make a ring of sorcery, which is going to give 1 in all the sorcery paths. And we can combine that with this guy, and he could do vampires. Vampires will be good because it'll give us high death. It'll give us high blood, which we can use to spam infernal disease and stuff. So, capital. Wait, why are you not making Starezza? This is unacceptable. I demand little old women. Oh, wait, that's... Okay, that's fine. I thought I clicked on my capital. I was like, no, this... Whew, okay, we're making 2 starts a turn. Or not a turn, but, you know, we're working towards it. We've got a fair number of death randoms, actually. And these are going to be important for Wind of Death. I don't really think we have a ton of military moves to make here, is the other thing. We went through all the events. So, the other thing that happened this turn is we successfully infiltrated Vaettiheim's capital, and so we got score graphs. Oh boy, did we get score graphs. So, let's take a look at provinces. First of all, provinces, we were really close. This was basically the Arco War, where we started pulling ahead. This is going to go down a bit. We're going to come down probably about right here. And Tianchi is going to go up probably to about right here. As we settle provinces, assuming he can take Arco's cap. Which is going to kind of suck, but it's going to be fine. And then forts. So anyway, we were kind of close. I'm in position 1 on provinces, but when you factor in what's going to return to Tianchi, not actually by that much. And Vaettiheim used to be really high. I don't even know what this event was. I think this was him attacking Ulm when he was doing the Throne Rush. And then, yeah. Forts, you can see we're crushing it. And this is, in my opinion, a very important graph. Because it's going to determine basically how well you can replenish mages and things like that. And it's also going to kind of... It's going to make raiding more difficult. And it's going to help drive income. And of course, the income graph is the one we're really crushing. Because we are full scales. Like, we are pumping, bumping all the scales. And I think, I'm not sure, for whatever reason, just some of these perturbations, they've happened at times when I've gotten gold events and stuff. I think gold events are factored in on this graph. But I'm not 100% sure. But, yeah. These guys are kind of mirrors of each other. Tianchi, honestly, is going to be... They've been having such a rough time, but... Really, once they get Arco's stuff, especially Arco's cap, which is going to have great income, assuming Arco doesn't trash it, once they get Arco's cap, they're actually going to have real nice income. They're going to be right up here with Vaettiheim. They're not going to be quite at us, but yeah. And then gym income, way up here. We're crushing that pretty freaking hard. Once we do Maelstrom, it's going to really go crazy. And Vaettiheim's taking a bit of a beating. Ours, again, is going to go down a little bit, because we're going to have to return some lands to... significant lands to Tianchi. So it's a bit of a zinger. We'll probably come down to, like, right here. But we'll still be in position 1 there by a good margin. Research, this one's really interesting to me because the last time I had seen Vaettiheim was like right here. And so I was like, oh man, he is just pulling away from the pack. And he was, but it actually started inflecting down as I guess he started blood hunting more and probably sending mages out to fight more. And we've actually just crossed him, but we're essentially tied. But our slope is probably double his. Not that it matters that much this late in the game. By this time, you probably have most of the research you need. And then, yeah, here's Tianchi. Dominion score, we're crushing. Like, super crushing. Even though our Dom strength is only 5. That's really low, actually. That's kind of a problem. So, okay, so let's talk through the moves. One of the things we're doing kind of weird is I want to... We're going to do 3 red seconds on this province. I'm trying to think, the other thing we're going to do is I'm going to make a Vodnoi, or whatever you call it. And I hope I did all this right. Okay, I think she can do it from here. Send Vodyanoi. We're going to send it here. It's going to remote summon a stealthy commander that's aquatic, so she'll never be able to leave this pond. But I believe there's a lab here. And the other thing I need to do is I need to make a Shambler skin. And we can put the Shambler skin on her, because there's a lab, and get her out if we need to. But what we can also do is PD dump and have her patrol, and she'll be able to protect the fort that goes up. Because we're going to fort this with 3 red seconds. To do that, I'm also going to need to have a Blood 2 mage, which I have right here in range. So I'll probably use this person to do 3 red seconds. And we're going to have to 3 red seconds this. So I need to make sure we have... Oh, we have Blood 2s hanging around here. Wait, where are you going? 16? Yeah, that's actually not needed. We have a Blood Mage here, so that's good. Because teleport's expensive. I don't want to do that. Hopefully we're okay here. We'll do a bit more. I'm going to do 25 PD. Get more of those heavy cav. It'll be okay if he... I don't think he'll like send horror. But we'll get... We're going to sell this, probably, this throne to Calum at some point. I'll just get him to pay for whatever I put in it. I probably won't put a temple in here, because I won't ask him to pay for a temple he knocks down. But I'll get him to pay for the fort in the lab. And that's going to be if I ever need to make a push on to Vaettiheim, like proper, where I start taking infrastructure. I think what I'm going to do now is just basically focus on raiding. So, and I don't actually remember how far we can hit with this. I had to take some of the blood items off here. So yeah, we're actually going to need to make some more like blood thorns and what have you. But okay, let's see. Send lesser horror. What's in range of our horror cannon? I think we can hit both of those. And like this guy can't do anything because we're gonna need... I think I need to make some more blood thorns. Going to be a little annoying. Let's have you make a bloodthorn. And we'll have you send lesser horror. Take this province out. And I think I'm already sending a lesser horror here. Pretty sure these guys would kill him. Did I can't remember if I scouted that, though. Send Lesser Horror. We also don't have to max out Send Lesser Horror every turn. I do have to be careful about... So I think the big macro situation, though, is I'm in position 1 by a good margin. And I would really have to worry about a coalition, but Vaettiheim is super untrustworthy, and they just failed the Throne Rush. And people know I don't really want any more thrones. Like, I've already communicated to... Caleb knows I'm going to give this to him. And anyway, I'm not going to be going for a Throne Rush. So... And I think everybody knows that. And so I think people are in this situation where they all need land, and everybody doesn't want Vaettiheim around because you can't trust him, and they're going to go for a Throne Rush. So they're going to be killing Vaettiheim. I'll be chipping away at him, but I have to be careful. If I get too much of Vaettiheim, I'm going to be in trouble. However, as they get more and more committed on killing Vaettiheim, and that happens, then I can look at maybe being more committed myself, because they're not going to back out and stab me until Vaettiheim's dead. But, I mean, it will make sense, I think, for TNG to take a bunch of stuff. And they can use that to get bigger. The thing is with my plan, my play right now, and this is why I was talking about forting this, we need to get this forted. And then I need to cast Maelstrom in there. Yeah, and I think I'm going to do it like a pretty strong casting. And having Maelstrom will be really, really powerful. But at some point, the monkeys are going to turn on me. I've got to be basically ready for people to turn on me. And I think... So my plan is we're going to put Maelstrom up. We're already forting up, which is going to give us a tremendous amount of mages, which Bogarus mages are really good. Getting this Vodnoi too, and one of the reasons I wanted her isn't really for Maelstrom, but... I mean, that's another good reason, but I want somebody who can do foul vapors on my own armies so that I can turn some of these mages into lifeless or into whatever you call it, soulless mages. And doing that is going to dramatically cut my upkeep. I can probably get rid of 1,000 upkeep, which will be huge. So we're going to try to do that, but I wanted to do it with Baba Yaga, but every time I think about Baba Yaga, I want to cry. Poor Baba Yaga. Twice spawned, but didn't make it. So yeah, I think that's kind of the big play that we're doing, is we're going to focus on economy and doing things to make ourselves efficient while the same size. And while picking at Vaettiheim to help support everybody else messing with him. And then... We're probably going to have to think more about like what the military situation would look like after that, because I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. Okay, wait. I probably should take 1 PD away from down here. And add some up here. Can I get... no, I can't. Okay, that'll be fine. And... maybe we do... I don't want to commit this group down here. I think this group moves back to like a defensive position. And hopefully TNG is going to move in and make some big fucking plays. And I think we'll just go through some of the turn micro here. So I've got a bunch of scouts here. So the scouting, so what I need to do, this guy is going to move this way. This guy needs to sneak and attack. And we're attacking here too. So I think we're going to send a small little committee that will... anybody that's diseased. Do you have any more diseased people? Not many. We've done a pretty good job killing off our diseased folk. So I think we're going to do just a tiny little squad over here. And that way if he sends a mage or something, we've got a decent chance. Oh, maybe we'll do 10. 9. That's fine. And so the horror should kill the PD, and then this will kill some little silly squad he has coming in. We're sending Horde from Hell here. I could maybe do a horror attack here too. Start denying him some cap resources. Or maybe I send something here to take these guys out. I think I do that. I want to deny Arco his cap circle. That is the extent to which I'm pretty committed to helping... not the extent. I mean, we've been very committed to helping Tianqi. But I don't want to have to spend all of my blood slaves killing everything that Tianqi is going to have to fight. But I don't mind sending a goon squad or two to help control the cap circle, because I'm going to get a little bit of income from it and what have you. But like this squad here is a bit beyond what I'm willing to help with. I mean, we chipped away at it. We killed like probably a turn of production, given that he doesn't have his whole cap circle. These guys, I don't really know where they're going to go. I think we're just going to keep them sneaking around. And we're not going to ping his cap with horrors this turn. The other thing that we have to do... So, if you think about our plays, we've got... the, we've got the Firebird play going. We're going to have the Wish play, or we already have the Wish play going, which we're using to control Maelstrom, and to spam out more Firebirds. And we're starting to build up our nature, too. And that's potentially, if we want to, we could maybe try to play into like getting a Leishi, and then from that, putting up Gift of Nature's Bounty or something, and then we would have won the game. But people could probably dispel it. But we can potentially wish for a lot of nature gems. Even though our nature gem income is pretty garbage, even though we've been pretty good about site searching it, despite the fact that we were Bogarus. Building a lab here, by the way. We could look to upgrade this fort. I think we'll hang tight here. Temple is built. I don't think there's a ton more preaching to do. Home slice. A bunch of Firebirds. Have you research. And we'll make some boots. And we'll make some... I think we need to start making a Doom stack. And I think the Doom stack will be... What is this guy going to make? I think I had him making... I think I had him making... Lesser horror. We'll send 2 here. I'm going to make sure we kill that. I'm not really worried about Tianqi attacking me. And I'm going to instead come over here and reinforce. What the other thing... Okay, so we've actually got quite a few things we're going to be doing. We're going to be... I need to get forts over here, so like I'm going to fort this up. I may fort this. This is kind of shitty because it's a... I mean, it's an awesome place. But it's got a disease spreading site. Maybe I fort this. I'm not sure. We're going to do some magic phase forting over here too. Once we get these things forted up. Have you research for now. I'll take this off of you. Oh, we have to cast Wish, which means I'm going to have to alchemize some more stuff. Kind of don't want to do air gems quite yet. I guess we'll do a bit more air. All right, and then we'll do Wish. Wait, do I? Oh, 99. Alchemy, let's take a death gem. Okay. And take this off of you. Research. Patrol. This guy I need to make a bloodstone, but he needs one more blood booster. So I need to go dig one of those up somewhere. Do we have a blood booster anywhere that we can borrow? Did I forget? I think this guy might have. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. He's casting Horde from Hell. Well, I do want a blood booster to make a bloodstone. I'm not sure if we're going to be finding it. I think they may all be spoken for. Which I'll just say, it makes me a little sad. I've made so many of those goddamn things. Plague of Locusts. Yeah, I think see, this guy took a lot of them. Okay. Well, whatever. We'll do this on another turn. Blood Hunt with you, I guess. I think there's a decent chance he raids this turn. If he does... If he does, I kind of want to light air elemental him. We're gonna have this guy hide. He can take the air gems off because there's a decent chance he'll try to infernal disease me. And I don't want these air gems to die. If I lose the mage, it's not a big deal. And hide. I think it's mostly just scouts I have left. Yeah, we're in the same loop. So y'all aren't really doing much good in here. Let's go send y'all out. We'll see what what's happening. Wait, the monkeys, they can probably come from this angle too. All right. I also may have pissed off. I have personally pissed off the monkey player too. So there's a decent chance they just attack me. We have a non-aggression pact, but who knows? They may just attack. This is not. Speaking of which, it's not a terribly safe place to blood hunt. And I don't know if being pissed off entitles you to break non-aggression pacts, but I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised at all if that is how they felt. So I probably should actually stiffen this up. And let's do Phoenix Power and Flaming Arrows. We don't have any fires in a jar to give. And I also don't have any air mages nearby. And this guy can make it with boots, I think. So I think we'll send this guy in. And 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll send this guy in, and he's going to do Arrowfend. In case there's a big Marcata pile that comes running at me. Arrowfend. All right, I think that's fine. I don't expect him to, but you never know. Probably a good contingency to account for. I probably also want to send in a couple more of these guys to Blood Hunt. And these guys will give the Communion Master script. So I think that will be it, guys. I think we've done our turn. I don't feel great about it, but I feel okay. We're kind of just treading water, which is fine because time is on our side. So I think we... Oh, the other thing we have to do is we have to get a demon factory going. But we're going to get some of... Because it's going to compete for blood slaves with some magic phase forts. We're going to magic phase fort this throne, this underwater. Then we're going to magic phase fort this and probably this. So that we can start getting a lot of mages on Vaetti's border. And we might also magic phase this. It's a pretty good province. So we'll get 3 magic phase forts over here. And then once we have that, we'll probably switch over to demon production. And for the demons, we have a few options. I can get some of these knights with Infernal Crusade. The thing I think that will make up the bulk of our forces, though, is probably going to be Forces of Darkness. They're really efficient. You get 14 for 50, versus this you only get 10. But the Demon Knights in some ways are better. They don't have magic weapons, though. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. But yeah, we're just ecoing up super hard. And I think that's it, boys. We'll see you next time.